back to Cold Iron's Kitchen. I'm Wade. Tonight we're going to do something delightfully different. We're going to do Asian-style cuisine. I realize I don't look the proper person to make Asian-style cuisine, but we'll live with it. We're going to make orange chicken with noodles, beef and broccoli, and we're going to do it all real quick. I got a lot of the stuff prepped up. Right here I've got the chicken, which has been soaking in a marinade of soy sauce and orange juice, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt and pepper. Now, you cut your chicken, and I'm using chicken thighs because I find them to be moister, meatier, more delicious, and cheaper. And you cut them about 1.5 inch cubes, or about 1 inch sizes, or 1 ounce sizes, I should say. Now we're dumping them all in this bag of flour. The flour's got 1.5 cups flour and salt and pepper. That's all you need for that. As with everything, make sure you wash your hands frequently when you're dealing with chicken. Oh, this stuff here, that's the beef for the beef and broccoli. It's just marinating right there. Now I'm using a very sophisticated breading device. It's called a Ziploc bag. So we shake that up like this. And look, everybody's breaded. So now what we're going to do is wish them well, and then send them into the fryer. I'm going to grab a pair of tongs here. I'm going to grab a spoon here, and I'm going to take out about 6 or 8 of these. Now you're going to have to fry these in sections. Now it's not necessary to have a deep fat fryer. You can do this in a 2-quart skillet with oil in it. You can do it in a wok. Normally I do it in a wok, but I ruined my wok. So we're going to use a deep fat fryer, and we're going to cook these in batches. So I'm going to just get these all cooked up, and then we're going to come back and we're going to make the sauce, and we're going to make the beef and broccoli. But I'm going to ask you a question, just really off topic. Don't you think that the politicians should wear a jacket like NASCAR drivers so we know who owns them? Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back. Oh, hi, we're back. Just zesting up a little bit of orange peel here to go into our orange sauce. It's going to go with our, well, orange chicken. You need a microplane. Best thing you can have in the kitchen. See, we've got all our little chickens cooked up here. So happy and draining on a paper towel. Now, in this pan here over here, I got about 1.5 cups of water boiling. We're going to put in 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Let that get to melting. We're going to put in this here zest, because that's where you're going to get your essential oils for the sauce. And it's about 2 tablespoons of orange zest. Now we got about a teaspoon of chive. You can use green onion if you can't find chives. We just happen to have them growing out in the front yard. We're going to put in about 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flake. We're going to put in 1 clove of garlic, smashed up really well. We're going to put in about a teaspoon of grated ginger. Plop. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this orange in half. Now I'm using a very sharp ceramic knife. Be very careful with those. But we're going to squeeze the juice out. You notice I'm holding it face up so that any seeds I get to catch. Lots of juice goes in this because you want an orange flavor. It won't. About 1/2 cup, yeah. About 1/2 cup of juice. Pop that one. And let's get the rest of the guy. Yeah, you can't beat fresh orange or fresh citrus for anything. It's great stuff. Now, get that in there. Then we're going to put in some lemon because you need additional citrus in this. About 1/2 lemon. Again, hold it face up. Squeeze for all your worth. But if you can't do this, get a juicer. They're cheap. Go to the dollar store. That's where we find ours. Then I've got the marinade here that the chicken was resting in, which is a tablespoon of soy sauce, some orange juice, some garlic, some ginger. And we're going to put about 1/2 of that in there. Now we're going to need to bring this up to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we're going to put in this concoction here. It's 1/4 cup of water, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and you can tell I'm using my massive whip here. I mean, look at this monster right here. Yeah, that's a killer, ain't it? Okay, we'll be back after the sauce thickens up and we'll put the chicken in. We're going to start on the broccoli and beef. Hi, we're back. Now we've added the chicken pieces to the chicken sauce, or the orange sauce. I'll show you that right there, and then it's just looking nummy. But now we're going to work on the broccoli beef. Now we've got some few things to put in there. We got some sesame oil in the pan right here. We're going to put some onions, and we're going to put some peppers. And you know why I use the coffee filters. If you watch any of my videos, you know it's because I hate doing dishes, and no one follows me. So I do my own dishes. We want to get a little bit of a brown on them before we put the meat in. And you can see it's sizzling right away. I had the pan on before I got back here. Excuse me. Okay, so that's sizzling up nicely. Smells kind of like a fajita right now. We're going to change all that. Now, here I've got a bag of thinly sliced sirloin. It's been marinated in sesame oil, garlic, and red pepper flakes. So it's got a little bit of tang to it. We're going to add that to the mix. Olive oil, everything in there, because it's all going to add flavor. And then right here, I have about a teaspoon of shredded ginger. Ginger is extremely important in Asian cooking. It's a mainstay. It's a staple. Ginger promotes good health, good circulation. Now let's get that mixed around. Oh dear, the flavors are popping out in my nose now. We're going to get it about half cooked. And then my sous chef, who's normally the camera person, is going to join me here in a second with a bowl of broccoli. Come on in. This is Sean. She's normally the camera person. This is my wife. You notice we're wearing matching aprons. Well, sort of. But we're going to put... Now, the broccoli has been blanched. What blanching is you soak it in hot, salted water to just give it some tenderness, so that when you put it into a stir-fry thing, you're not going to cook all the life out of it. And you see how fast this meat's cooking? How fast these peppers and onions are cooking? It's because it's a relatively hot dish. Now we're going to add the broccoli to it. Stir that around. Throw that pepper back in. Sorry, Pepper, not here. One of my sous chef's name is Pepper. It's my dog. So we got that going there. Now we're just throw the lid on and let that cook for a couple minutes. We'll be back to you when you're warming up the noodles. Okay, if you look at these beautiful colors, you got the greens, you got the meat. We'll put a little bit of hoisin sauce in here, just about a teaspoon and a half. I already got one in there, but I stirred it up. Eject. Okay, thank you for playing. Now we're going to add what I think is the final layer of flavor. We're going to put some water chestnuts in here. Make sure you drain your water chestnuts. Now I'm going to tear the lid off this can, okay? Watch carefully. Oh, look, they're already drained. Wonder how that happened. Magic of movies! Okay, so we're stirring this in. And this dish is essentially done. Next thing we got to do is we got to heat up our noodles. We'll be back to show you how to heat up a noodle in a minute. Hi, we're back. Okay, we've got our beef and broccoli ready to go. We've got our orange chicken ready to go. Next thing we got to do is do our noodles. Now I got some chow mein noodles here. They're ice cold. Now it's normal in a Chinese restaurant that the noodles be cold. What they do is they take some sesame oil, which I just happen to have a little bit of here in a hot pan, and then they throw them in and rewarm them. Now let's go make a little bit of noise for a few seconds until I can beat them apart. But this is why when you see a Chinese noodle in your restaurant, it's got a slight brown tint to it. It's because they fry it before they send it to you. That's how they get it hot again. A little more sesame oil. Sesame oil, great thing. Wonderful stuff. Huge flavor. Wonderful aroma. It adds texture to your tongue. So we're going to fry these up just a little bit. Well, give me about a minute to get these things hotted up. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. And you see the noodles are getting nice and hotted back up again. We're going to add another layer of flavor. We're going to put some lemon juice on them, just to add to the touch. Flip those over. We're ready to plate. So, let's grab a little bit of noodle, because noodles be good. We'll cover those with some orange chicken, just like that. Then on the side, we'll put some beef and broccoli. And that there is Asian dinner, American style.